All right, let's just get right into it. We are talking about something that, let's be real, hits a little too close to home for most of us, the fear of flopping. But what if I told you that what feels like a massive L is actually like the setup for a major W? Let's get into it.
Okay, real talk for a sec. Just picture it. An email from your boss pops up. The subject line, performance review. Do you feel your soul just quietly leave your body? Does the thought of getting any kind of feedback just send you?
Yeah, because for a lot of us, it totally does. It sends us straight into a spiral. One little thought of, what if they didn't like my project, quickly turns into, they must think I'm bad at my job, which then becomes, I'm a total flop and I'm definitely getting fired. It's a whole vibe, and honestly, it's exhausting.
But here's the tea. We can actually break that cycle. And it all comes down to a really simple but legit powerful shift in your point of view. It's time we give our own brains a much-needed vibe check. Okay, for real. I want you to actually marinate on this next thought. You ready? There is no such thing as failure. There is only feedback. That's it. That is literally the whole secret. Just by switching out that one word, you completely change the game. You take all the power away from the fear. And this right here is where the magic happens. So on one side, you've got the failure mindset, where everything feels super personal, like a total disaster. But when you switch over to the feedback mindset, everything changes. Suddenly, a rejection isn't some personal attack. It's just neutral data. It's not a disaster. It's just a simple course correction. So the whole goal here is to basically train our brains to just default to this new way of thinking. And honestly, the easiest way to do that is with a simple, kind of sticky mantra you can repeat to yourself when you feel that spiral coming on. And this is it, right here. The next time you feel that spiral starting, you just say this to yourself. It's giving data, not disaster. This one little phrase can literally pull you out of that emotional nosedive and get you back into a logical, problem-solving headspace. But I get it. That sounds great in theory for sure. But what does this POV shift actually look like out in the wild? How do you apply it when things really do go wrong? All right, let's walk through a scenario that's probably way too real for a lot of us. You're pitching an idea you've worked super hard on. So you have the pitch, you face the rejection, but it's what you do after that that changes the entire game. Okay, so you just gave the pitch of your life. You poured your entire soul into it, and the client just hits you with a no thanks. Now, with that old failure mindset, your immediate internal reaction is, well, it's over. I'm a flop. I am terrible at this, and the spiral begins. But okay, with our new POV, that internal monologue does a complete 180. That no isn't a flop. It's just data, and not just any data. It's super valuable data. That rejection is basically a roadmap that tells you exactly what this client doesn't vibe with, which, is the key to figuring out what they do actually need. And this is how it all connects. This is how something that feels like a total failure becomes the direct path to getting a win. It's the ultimate professional glow up. So let's just go ahead and officially redefine this word for ourselves, shall we? A flop is not an endpoint. It is the data that shows you exactly how to get the win. Every no is just intel for your final yes. Because at the end of the day, nothing is ever wasted. Every piece of criticism, every rejection, every so-called failure, it's never a setback. It's always a setup for your next big win. It's just a much more chill way to move through your career, So I'm going to leave you with this question. The next time you face something that feels like a flop, I want you to just pause, take a breath, and instead of spiraling, just ask yourself this one thing. What awesome, game-changing data am I about to find?